15 secrets of billionaire mega mansions they don't want you to know.
Ever feel like the billionaire lifestyle we see online is a well-crafted illusion? Like those mansion tours show you the glam, but not the game behind it. That's not your imagination. These mega mansions are carefully designed traps of luxury meant to dazzle you while hiding the secrets of how the ultra-rich really live. But not you. Not today. In this video, as a billionaire insider, I'm exposing 15 secrets of mega mansion life that the ultra-rich hope you never find out. These aren't just random fun facts. They're powerful insights into how billionaires spend, splurge, and scheme within their homes, from psychological tricks in their foyers to hidden escape routes on their rooftops. Whether you're dreaming of joining the 0.001% or just curious what happens behind those 10-foot iron gates, this is your inside pass. Let's take a tour of this mega mansion together. Let's get into it. 1. The awe-inspiring entrance illusion. Step into a billionaire's mansion and prepare to feel small. By design. The soaring 20-foot ceilings, massive crystal chandeliers, and grand staircases aren't just for show. They're a power move. It's like walking into a cathedral of wealth where you're meant to be awestruck. Ever notice how you instinctively speak in hushed tones in a room that big? Exactly. The secret here, these over-the-top entrances psychologically put visitors in their place. By the time you've looked up at the chandelier and the indoor oak trees, the owner has already established who's boss. Even the huge sliding glass doors opening to a stunning view are part of the trick. A subtle way of saying, my domain extends as far as you can see. They won't put this in the mansion brochure, but trust me, that jaw-dropping foyer is engineered to impress and intimidate in equal measure. Welcome to the house. Leave your sense of superiority at the door. 2. The private entertainment fortress. A movie theater with plush velvet seats, a 2-lane bowling alley, an arcade room, in a private home. Sounds ridiculous, right? Here's the deal. Billionaires build entertainment fortresses so they never have to wait in line or deal with peasants at the local Cineplex. Why mix with the masses at a sticky-floored movie theater when you can watch the latest blockbuster on a 4K projector with Dolby Surround on your own schedule? The bowling alley and game arcade are there so the family and hand-picked friends have endless fun without ever leaving the estate. It's all about convenience and control. They've essentially recreated a mini Disneyland at home, minus the crowds and crying kids. The secret they won't tell you, a lot of these amenities sit empty most of the time. They're built for bragging rights and just-in-case moments. But if a billionaire's kid wants to bowl at 3 a.m., guess what? They can. In the world of mega mansions, FOMO stands for fear of missing out on any possible amenity, so they include everything. It's overkill, but hey, why not have your own resort? 3. Vegas in the basement, casino and sports complex. Some billionaires don't just stop at theaters, they go full Vegas mode in the basement. We're talking a private casino room with slot machines and poker tables, and right next door, an indoor sports complex. Think full-size tennis or basketball court under warehouse-style lights. It's absurd? Absolutely. But here's why it exists. Ultra-rich folks love their privacy. If they want to gamble or play a high-stakes poker game with fellow moguls, they'd rather do it in a home casino where no cameras and no tabloids can see them lose or win $1 million. Those slot machines flashing in the corner? Mostly for show or the occasional charity poker night. And the indoor tennis court? It guarantees you can get your sweat on without paparazzi telephoto lenses peeking over the club fence. The secret is that these spaces turn the mansion into a self-contained universe. A billionaire can host a black-tie poker tournament and a midnight tennis match in the same night, all at home. They'll never advertise this in Architectural Digest, but a mansion like this isn't just a home, it's a private playground where the house always wins, because the house is literally their house. 4. The private nightclub lounge. Why pay $10,000 for a VIP table at the hottest club when you can build the club at home? Many mega mansions hide a swanky lounge or full bar that rivals any downtown nightclub. Picture dark mahogany paneling, a glowing onyx bar top, shelves stocked with top-shelf liquor that would make a bartender weep. All in the comfort of your own wing of the house. The ultra-rich love this because they can throw exclusive parties and control everything. The guest list, the music, the 100-year-old whiskey pours. It's the ultimate flex to invite friends over and say, cocktails at my place, and your place turns out to have a better bar than most five-star hotels. Here's the kicker. Often the billionaire themselves isn't getting wild every night. This setup is as much about ambiance and status as it is about drinking. It stands ready for whenever they want to celebrate a big deal or just unwind in style. Pro tip, if you ever get to attend one of these private parties, check the bartender. A lot of times they fly in a mixologist from London or New York for the night. Because of course they do. The mansion owner will never outright say it, but the message of that at-home nightclub is loud and clear. Why go out when out can come to you? 5. The chef's kitchen illusion. Everyone drools over those gigantic gourmet kitchens in luxury home tours. Gleaming marble islands, chef-grade appliances, enough room to cook a feast for 50. But here's a secret insiders know. Many billionaires barely touch their own kitchens. Sure, it's kitted out with sub-zero fridges and wolf ranges, but often it's more showpiece than workspace. The truth is, there's usually a second hidden kitchen, a catering kitchen, tucked away where the personal chef and staff actually do the cooking. The main kitchen? It stays spotless like a stage set. Think about it. You really think someone with 5 businesses has time to scrub pots and pans? Not a chance. They have a team for that, operating behind the scenes so the primary kitchen looks like a master chef dream 24/7. It's a bit of a magic trick. Dinner comes out perfectly plated, and you never see a mess or hear a clatter. Also, billionaire homeowners want the option to play chef on a Sunday morning or have friends gathered around the island for a casual brunch. It's a luxury to use a kitchen only when you feel like it. The mansion listing will gush about the state-of-the-art kitchen, but won't mention the staff hallway leading to a back prep area. Now you know why that marble countertop is so pristine. The real chopping happens where the guests will never wander. 6. 2 dining rooms, 2 worlds. Ever notice how these mansions always have a formal dining room and a casual breakfast area? This is no accident. It's the dual dining trick of the ultra-rich. The formal dining room is usually an opulent space. Long polished table, 10 or more chairs, mood lighting, maybe a giant piece of art or a golden lion statue in the corner. It's designed for show-stopping dinner parties and holiday feasts that feel like state banquets. The billionaire's guests sit there under a fancy chandelier, clinking crystal glasses, and it's all very Downton Abbey. But here's the secret. Many owners hardly ever eat in that room unless they're hosting an event or impressing someone important. Day to day, they're in that bright, sunny breakfast nook or kitchen island, enjoying avocado toast in their slippers. The informal dining spot, often with panoramic windows and cozy vibes, is where they actually relax and read the paper. Essentially, one dining room is for image, the other is for living. They won't tell you this when showing the home. They'll brag about the 14-seat dining table imported from Italy. But peek at their Instagram on a random morning, and you'll see them on the terrace or the little round table by the window instead. It's like having 2 restaurants in your house. One Michelin-starred venue that opens only on special occasions, and one cafe where you're a regular. 7. Here's a classy one. The wine cellar. You walk in and it feels like a boutique liquor store or a secret cave in Napa Valley. Racks upon racks of fine wines, climate-controlled and artfully lit. To most, it screams sophistication. But the secret behind those thousands of bottles? It's a savvy investment hiding in plain sight. Many billionaires treat wine like the stock market. Those rare vintages and limited edition bottles appreciate in value over time. So while it looks like they just really love Merlot, and some do, they're also sitting on a liquid portfolio worth millions. Of course, it's also about pleasure. Any night can turn into a tasting of a 1982 Bordeaux if they fancy. But trust me, they're not plowing through that collection randomly. Some wines are earmarked for future sale or just bragging rights. And unlike stocks, wine gives them an excuse to say, let's continue this conversation in the wine cellar. Which, by the way, impresses guests more than any Wall Street portfolio could. One more thing they won't broadcast. A lot of these cellars are so large the owner won't ever drink most of it. They might quietly offload a few cases at auction later. So next time you see a mansion wine cellar, remember, it's part status symbol, part hobby, and part secret bank vault with corks. 8. The secret man cave. Tucked away beyond the main halls and glamorous rooms, there's often a secret lair. The billiards room, cigar lounge, or man cave, though it can be for anyone, of course. This is where the billionaire retreats when they want to shed the formalities. Picture a cozy room with a pool table, maybe some vintage arcade games or a poker table, sports memorabilia on the walls, and a bar stocked with aged scotch. The door might be unmarked or even hidden behind a bookshelf. Why so secretive? Because this is the space where they actually unwind. The CEO who's making deals all day might shoot pool here at night in a t-shirt, away from the household staff and any lingering guests. It's a taste of normalcy wrapped in extreme luxury. The real trick, these casual rooms are often where informal business happens too. Deals can be born over a friendly game of billiards or watching a boxing match on the big screen, without the boardroom pressure. Billionaires know relationships solidify when people relax, so they create a zone in their home to encourage that. They likely won't show this room on the official tour. It's not as photogenic as the marble foyer, but believe me, it's one of the most important rooms in the house. It's where the owner gets to be themselves and occasionally let their inner 12-year-old out to play. Every king needs a throne room, sure, but he also needs a cave to hide in sometimes. 9. The Batcave Garage. If you think the living areas are extra, wait until you see what's below ground. Many mega mansions come with an underground garage that's more like a private car museum. I'm talking high-gloss epoxy floors, artful lighting, even lounge areas. It's the billionaire's Batcave. On the surface driveway, you might see a Rolls or Lambo parked for show, but beneath the house, there could be a dozen more exotics sleeping in style. The garage often has space for 10, 20 or more cars, all kept in pristine condition. Some even have rotating turntables to display a prize car like a sculpture. Here's what they don't advertise. The entrance to these lairs is usually hidden. Maybe a concealed driveway or a secret elevator lift that James Bond would envy. It's all about being able to come and go without drawing attention. Slip the Bentley out through a side exit or an underground tunnel and poof, ghost ride the whip to freedom. The cars themselves are not just toys. They're also investments and trophies. A billionaire might wander down with a glass of wine just to admire their $30 million car collection in peace. It's part sanctuary, part showroom. And yes, sometimes they do wrench on their cars down there, or at least have a private mechanic on call to do it. They'll show off the infinity pool in the kitchen easily. But the mega garage? That's usually on a need-to-know basis. Now you know the real luxury is having your own secret underground Autobahn. 10. Trophy Art as Decor. So ever walked into a mansion and thought you were in a museum? That's intentional. Billionaires love to fill their homes with trophy art and one-of-a-kind decor that scream, "I have more money than sense." Case in point, a crystal grand piano sitting in the foyer. No regular wood piano, but a fully transparent one worth more than many houses. Do they play it every night? Probably not. It's a statement piece, a conversation starter that silently says, I can afford to own a functional piece of art. Same goes for that giant golden eagle statue on the balcony or the $500,000 abstract painting in the hall. These things are as much about status as taste, the secret they won't tell you. A lot of this art is also an investment or a tax write-off if loaned to museums, and some of it is chosen by interior designers or art consultants, not the owners themselves. The billionaire might actually be meh about modern art, but they know having a Damien Hirst on the wall makes them look cultured and can appreciate in value. Every item has a backstory ready to impress, even the custom chandeliers with 50,000 crystals. That's a brag. This was commissioned just for me. When you visit, you feel like you're in a gallery, and that's exactly the vibe they want. It's luxury on display. Just between us, though, sometimes the owners themselves walk past that crystal piano without a second glance. It simply becomes part of the extravagant background noise of their lives. Art as furniture, that's the billionaire way. 11. Backyard paradise, no passport needed. Step out back and you might think you wandered into a private resort. Infinity pool spilling over the edge, manicured gardens, maybe a waterfall or two, and why not, a personal putting green overlooking the ocean. This is the backyard paradise that billionaires create to one-up even the fanciest vacation spots. The infinity pool is more than just a really big place to swim. It's a visual trick making it look like the property literally merges with the horizon. Swim-up bars, underwater speakers, all standard fare. They want you to feel like the world beyond their property doesn't exist. And that putting green, it's not because they're training for the PGA Tour. It's so they can invite friends over for a casual golf contest at sunset or just practice their putt with a cocktail in hand. Here's the secret. Features like pools and gardens are also carefully curated for social media and bragging rights. Guests Instagramming from the billionaire's pool basically give free clout to the owner. Plus, these folks are busy. They might not get to fly to Tahiti on a whim, but if you've got a tropical oasis in your yard, you kind of feel like you're on vacation every day. Another thing they don't mention, the upkeep on a private paradise is wild. A small army of gardeners, pool techs, and landscapers tends to it daily, largely unseen. To the owner, it's worth it because their home is their personal Eden. Why book a resort when you have one at home? Exactly the point. 12 Master Suite Extravagance. Think all the outrageous stuff is in the public areas of the mansion? Nope. Wait until you see the Master Suite. This is where the billionaire truly lets loose on personal luxury. I'm talking about things like a supercar on display inside the bedroom. Sounds crazy, but it's real. Some ultra-rich petrol heads design their master suites with a glass wall or platform to showcase their favorite Ferrari or Porsche, effectively turning it into high-octane art. It's the ultimate I love my car so much I gave it a bedroom flex. Now move into the dressing area, and you'll find what can only be described as a boutique store masquerading as a closet. Rows of designer shoes illuminated like artifacts, color-coordinated racks of suits and gowns, dedicated drawers for watches and jewelry with biometric locks. This isn't grabbing a t-shirt, it's curating a look in your personal fashion showroom. The secret? Many of these closets are managed like inventories. Some billionaires have staff, or at least an app to catalog their wardrobe, plan outfits, and even dry clean on schedule. It's a level of organization that would put a department store to shame, all so they can glide through their morning routine with everything just so. You won't see this in the glossy magazine spread because it's a very private space, but believe me, it's one of the biggest perks of making it big. Your own department store at home, and maybe even your favorite set of wheels as your nightlight. If that's not living the dream, what is? 13. Invisible staff and secret security. By now you're probably wondering, with all this space and stuff, how does one person maintain it? Answer, they don't. Here's a truth billionaires won't broadcast. Their mansions run on an invisible army and high-tech security that you'll never see, but it's always there. Ever notice those subtle doors in the hallway wood paneling? Or that one elevator that's always staff only? The design of these estates includes hidden corridors and backdoor access for housekeepers, chefs, and butlers to slip in and out without disturbing the billionaire's peace. Dinner party for 20? Plates appear and disappear as if by magic, because staff navigate the house through a parallel behind-the-scenes network, kind of like the secret tunnels in Disneyland. And then there's the security side. From the moment you drive up, you're on camera. Multiple cameras. Security personnel in a control room monitor every inch of the property 24/7. Many homes have facial recognition at the gates, infrared sensors on the lawns, even panic rooms tucked behind what looks like an ordinary closet door. It's a fortress, and rightly so when you're that rich. The conspiratorial twist. Privacy is both highly valued and deliberately surrendered. Billionaires want to feel secure, which means trusting a security team to know everything happening at home. So yes, even in their castle, someone's always watching. The ultra-rich live with a level of surveillance and staff support that's invisible to guests. You'll never see a cleaning crew at noon or a guard patrolling the halls, but they're there, operating out of sight. The mansion's glamorous illusion depends on everything just happening seamlessly. Now you know the secret. It takes a village to keep one billionaire living like royalty. Before we reveal our last billionaire secret, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this inside look so far, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss more eye-opening exposés on wealth and luxury. And hey, comment insider down below if you're ready to join our little inner circle. I'd love to personally welcome you aboard. All right, let's finish strong with the secret the ultra-rich really hope you never figure out. 14. Sky-high escape, helipads and flying cars. If you think a private jet is a luxury, imagine having one effectively in your backyard. Many mega mansions boast their own helipad, Sometimes on the roof, sometimes on the lawn, and it's exactly what you think it's for. Billionaires value time more than anything, and sitting in traffic is for peasants. Why endure a 2-hour drive to the city when you can helicopter out in 15 minutes? These folks will literally jump from their morning meeting, hop into a helicopter on the roof, and be at their downtown office or super yacht before the ice in their espresso melts. It's the ultimate flex and convenience combo. And speaking of flying, have you heard of eVTOLs? Those are basically personal flying cars, electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles. If you spotted a weird, sleek, drone-like craft on the estate, that's what it is. The billionaires bet on the future. They're early adopters, installing landing pads for gadgets that most people think are still sci-fi. The secret, this isn't just for show. They genuinely plan their lives around cutting-edge ways to beat the system. The transportation system in this case. First, it was private jets, then helis, and soon maybe flying taxis. It's all about staying one step ahead of everyone else. Cruise lines track passengers with RFID. Huh. Billionaires track the stock market from their private choppers while skipping rush hour entirely. They hope you think it's excessive and impractical because the less people catch on, the more sky space for them. But make no mistake, the sky is the next highway for those who can afford it, and the ultra-rich are already paving their airborne lanes. 15. The floating mansion escape. Finally, what does a billionaire do when even their mansion starts feeling a little too normal? They slip away to their floating mansion. See that super yacht gliding in the distance as the sun sets? That's not a random beautiful boat. Chances are it's the owner's personal yacht waiting to whisk them off. This is the ultimate secret they hope you don't notice. No matter how extravagant a home is, the ultra-rich always have an exit strategy to an even more exclusive realm. The mega mansion is home base, yes, but the yacht, or the private island, or the alpine chalet is where they go to truly get away. On the yacht, they've got a full crew, 5-star chefs, jacuzzis, helipads, of course, and total privacy miles away from prying eyes. It's the one-up move. Can't outdo my house? Fine. How about a mansion that can sail to Monaco for the weekend? They'll never openly say, oh, by the way, my $50 million yacht is parked out back. But it's absolutely part of the lifestyle. Here's the bottom line. To live like a billionaire is to have layers of luxury. When the world is watching, they have the palatial estate to show. When they want to disappear, they have the means to vanish over the horizon in style. It's a reminder that true luxury isn't just owning an amazing home. It's having the freedom to leave it all behind at a moment's notice and live even larger somewhere else.